Hi there, Dead-Eye Del Boy here. Now, if you look at the list of players in this particular lobby, you will see the name below me on that list is none other than the newly crowned world champion, Coque Lopez. Now, not often we get to race with him, so this was a big moment, and it was a race from a couple of months ago, to be honest with you. So before he was actually crowned the world champion, but clearly this race with me just spurred him on to greater things. So you can see here, the World Championship was not without its drama and controversy. This last lap manoeuvre, this move up the inside by Coque Lopez caused a whole lot of controversy in the world of Gran Turismo, with many feeling that it was the wrong decision not to penalise him for that particular move. He was actually quite honest in the interview afterwards and said that he was surprised that the stewards didn't overturn the decision, but that he would do the same again because it was the last lap of the World Championship and he would have regretted not going for it. But there he was, getting crowned as the World Champion, so nobody can ever take that away from him now, so huge congratulations to him. However, that didn't mean he was going to be up to the task of taking on and defeating myself. Well, you know, I say that with tongue firmly in my cheek, but I didn't actually stream this race and I never actually recorded it on my recording software, so I'm unfortunately using replay footage. However, that doesn't detract from the drama that you're going to see unfold as we, as I said, go head to head, wheel to wheel with the newly crowned world champion. Can we defeat him? Well, you're going to find out sooner rather than later. What I'm going to do though is show you the race from Coque Lopez perspective, as he was starting in P13 and we were up in P8, so you're going to see how quickly this guy moves through the field. I mean, he is the world champion there. See Womble leader getting a little bit out of position there and making it nice and easy for him. So he's managed to pick up a couple of places in the opening lap, and then he makes a move up the outside, a very dangerous place to go for a move here, but well, when you've got the skills of a world champion, you will fancy your chances. Doesn't quite get the move done on this occasion, and we see a crazy glitch there, which scared the life out of me when I first watched this. But anyway, look at the little, it was like almost like a little fake there, and then up the inside to take another position. So he's up to P10, and we're only at the start of lap 2. So it wasn't long into lap 3 before he caught the pack that I was kind of involved in racing with, which had Scotty, Bears and myself. Now, an absolutely fantastic move there where he gets up the inside of both Bears and Scotty. Now, that's the kind of difference between your average racer and guys at this level. The speed of thought, the quick reactions to spot the little mistakes by Scotty and Bears and to take advantage and send it up the inside on a very difficult place to actually overtake. It's something to behold when you see these guys in action. Now, I'm not going to lie, he's now on my tail and we're going down the Conrod straight and we're only 3 laps in. At this point I'm thinking, yeah, this is sort of going to be absolute meat and drink for Mr. Lopez to get past me and get on with winning the race, as I'm sure it was his intention to go from last to first. However, something just clicked inside of me at this point and I decided not to do what I usually do, which is merely give up the position. I actually thought, nah, I'm going to make him work a little bit for this. I'm going to make him at least have a little fight with me to get this P8, because as you can see, I've not really got much in the way in front of me. The kind of cars in front have gapped me a little bit by this point as I was fighting with Bears and Scotty. So I thought, well, let's just see what Mr. Lopez has got in his tank. He made a move there, just a little bit there back in the lap, but we managed to cover it off, and now we're going up the straight, heading into, well, it's a fast right-hander here at Bathurst, and you can see it's now starting to get into daylight. It was a fantastic race, I have to admit. It started off in the dark and transitioned into daylight. It was just stunning to do this race, so more of this please, Polyphony, if you're setting up daily races. But you can see there, he got a little bit wide and then almost dropped it and picked up a half-second penalty when he did go wide, so almost as if he felt the pressure of trying to get past an absolute elite driver like myself. Again, the tongue firmly in the cheek when I say that. Now, he almost dropped it completely there as he got two wheels on the grass. It was just immense skill to actually keep his car pointing in the correct direction, because I, for one, would have almost certainly dropped it there. But he's getting a little bit out of shape here. It's almost as if we've spooked him by not just, well, moving over and letting him through. So I was, at this point, actually quite pleased with my decision not to let him pass, because we've now managed to gap him. He's picked up a half-second penalty, and by midway through lap 5, that's not me crashing out, unbelievably, for once. I'm still up ahead there, but he is now behind Bert's again, and he's going to have to work a little bit to get past him. But this was all great for me at this point, because, you know, I'm pulling away, and I have to admit, I'm actually thinking I could perhaps actually beat Coque Lopez in this race legitimately. Alright, he was starting from the back, but that's his decision, not mine. And yeah, he gets past Bert's here, so again, I was very, very aware in the rear view mirror that he was closing in on me once again. And you can see here though, I mean, he puts in the fastest lap of the race, which is 6/10 of a second quicker than the previous fastest lap of the race, by Matthew in P1 there, who's also an extremely quick driver. So yeah, he was absolutely on it by this point, and he was closing in on me fast. So he's going about 1.5 seconds a lap quicker at this stage of the race. So yeah, I was starting to feel it by this point. Now, into lap 7, going down the mountain, and this was not one of my strong points. It never is on this particular track, and especially coming out of this turn here. And you can see I got a little bit tight on the corner there, nudged the wall, lost a bit of momentum, and Coque Lopez pounces on that. And now we're wheel to wheel. I've got a decision to make. Do we fight all the way down the Conrod straight into the chase? I actually decided not to, and you can see he gives me a little flash of the hazard lights there. Nice little touch from the world champion there to thank me for my efforts and for eventually allowing him to pass without the greatest of fights. However, if we skip forward to the last lap, coming down the Conrod straight again into the chase, he's obviously got a little bit of a distance between us now, and I think he's up to P4. You can just see him up ahead making a move there as we come across the, well, come down to the final turn for the last time. And just as we come round the corner here, something's happening up ahead. There's smoke, there's a car facing the wrong way, and there's a yellow flag out, and indeed that is Coque Lopez facing the wrong way, and that is us passing him to take the, well, the win as far as I'm concerned against the world champion. You can see there he just got a little bit out of shape, put a wheel on the grass, lost it. That's me going ahead there. An absolutely nice touch here though. Speed of thought though. He fires it into reverse and crosses a line backwards, so he managed to finish in P7, but you know, we actually done it. We got the P6 against the world champion. We beat him fair and square, outright. De facto, that could make me the world champion. However, he wasn't technically the champ at this point. You can see there in the background how he's sliding around there, trying desperately to catch me in the race. So yeah, just a little bit of fun there. The time when we went head to head and took on the Gran Turismo world champion and beat him. I mean, that can never be taken away from me. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Like I said, a little bit of fun, and hopefully you hit the like button, and if you've not subscribed to the channel, then please consider doing that. It would be amazing to have you on board as we, you know, up the content, up the live streams, up the videos going ahead into 2023. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.